Hello, everyone. Good morning. This is the Trump health reading for September 17th. Oops. Well, he's in the UK. I already did how it's going to go for him, and it doesn't look good at all. So make sure you watch that video. It actually made me laugh. The cards just cracked me up. My guides crack me up. I crack myself up, I guess, too. Because I'm just a dork. Anyway. It's the physicality, the existence of this being in this guy's body is just unbelievable. It's like a nightmare. It's like living in a physical nightmare. Okay, so the forces in motion for the day with his health, with the King of Swords coming through. This is kidney problems. This is the fact that he's been an abusive tyrant, a super vengeful and critical person. This is even a card of violence. But yeah, kidneys, nervous system imbalances, maybe some blood sugar problems too. Uranus brings through upsets, and Libra rules the kidneys. And yeah, there you go. Okay, and his big challenge for all day, the Four of Swords coming through reverse, plus I have to read it as a reversal, so it's like doubly reversed. This is blood pressure problems, and again, maybe diabetes or insulin-like problems. It's somebody who's so burned out they can't rest, or they're refusing to rest. And sometimes it's, when it comes to health, it's my card for not being upright, not non-ambulatory. So that doesn't look good. At the least, I could say maybe he has, because when he goes to, another country, have you ever seen those huge carriers that can carry, well, he just takes his own plane there, but the whole entourage comes. Okay, so in Air Force One, there is a mini medical center, as well as Marine One. But they also take they take the Beast, there's two of them, his black SUV. They take all of his, the ambulances that follow him in his, caravan. They take everything. They take the whole, their vehicles that they are going to need when they're over there. They don't go there and then rent vehicles. So it's a huge expense to the American taxpayers, to say the least. And it makes me feel like there's something going on to treat him, like maybe some kidney dialysis or some IV support in Air Force One. I wouldn't be surprised if he isn't spotted, like just going in his plane for some reason. And if that's the case, there's the real clue there. And if not, then I guess maybe we won't see it. But I don't know, with the UK press, I would bet that they would be all over it. So, oh my goodness, okay. And here we are, first thing in the morning. This is the card for, one of the cards for the Beast, the black SUV. It's also a card for being lazy and stubborn, and it's also a card for snipers. It's also a card for dark mercenaries and people who just literally make mistakes. It's also a card for people being bored with him, but this is on his health, so I have to read it that way. acute illness. And with the Hierophant reversed, again, the card with the cerebellum, the part of the brain that it controls motor function and survival, and oh my goodness, it's just wow. So there's problems there. He has problems there. Now he also has problems with being out of his authority, out of his depth, and being very restricted within his body. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, gets even better. Midday, we have the 8, and here we are moving towards the solar eclipse on the 21st, which he'll be back. That'll be Charlie Kirk's funeral. So, isn't that ironic? But here we have, wow, you guys. So with the 8 of Cups, when it comes to health, because it's Saturn and Pisces thing, when you see Saturn, the little, this little glyph right there, okay, it just think in terms of, well, on the good side, it creates, it's wherever we have it in our natal chart, it's all about mastery, where we are trying to master ourselves. So what area of life, like what house and what sign and the aspects to it, and create something that, well, it's about maturity, mastery and maturity actually. But if we don't handle that energy well, then it's all about delays. And when it comes to the body, it rules the bones and the whole skeletal system. We have Saturn in Capricorn over here, Saturn in Pisces here. Saturn, when it comes to bodily systems, constricts. It holds things together or chokes them off. His lymphatic system is being choked off, is the problem with this 8 of Cups. We get this card for him quite a bit. And he's exhausted, I can't say that, well, maybe he's wishing he could get more drugs into him. Because, when it's reversed, I see it as tumors and addictions. But just generally, it's, somebody that is exhausted and trying to get through it. Now, maybe he's just wanting to escape his body. That makes sense to me. I sure would if I were him. Yeah. And it's so interesting because the new moon solar eclipse has, you know what? Hold on. I can show you real quick. I have my iPad here for my, hold on. I can't let you see some things because I have personal charts in here. But let me go to the solar eclipse. Here we go. Oh, let me turn that. Okay. I think I can just hold it here. There we go. So here's Saturn in Pisces. Whoops, if I hold it up. Right there. Or I can do this, actually. And move it over. Yeah. Saturn. No, it's upside. I can't see it. Saturn in Pisces right there, in conjunct Neptune, of course. And it's opposing the Sun at 29 degrees of Virgo. So 28 to 29 right there. Here's our new moon solar eclipse right here. And we've got this kite, configuration here. So it's like the rudder of the kite, the part that has the, you got to hold on to that rudder, right? Otherwise the kite just takes off. Well, it's in Virgo. Virgo is all about bringing out the truth, bringing out, because at the epitome of Virgo, at which 29 degrees is, it has to do with divine order. There is no divine order in lies. And so this is him spinning things and his cult and the cult leader spinning things and trying to get things to go the way they want, but in the way he wants. But it's nothing but lies. And here we have whistleblowers talking about it, and this is affecting his health. He he can't stand being called out, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. So when it comes to health with the Page of Swords reversed, it's a person that's hypocritical, but the health is lower legs, like knee and down to the ankle. That's just so circulatory problems down there. He's all swollen, constricted, swollen, holding water in his ankles from the trip getting there. And it has taken a toll on his body in a terrible way. And by midday, everyone is, seeing that. So that's, you can imagine all the cameras that will zoom in and get shots, because that's what they're going to do now, because he is someone that everyone, and I mean, I've been reading on him since 2020, since I started my channel. Actually, I was reading on him in 2016, but I didn't have my channel then. I had to move. I had to get out of the mountains of Oregon and get to where I could have better internet. So anyway, long story short, we have all been watching him for so long, and now everybody and their mother and grandmother and, probably mostly more men, they are, no, actually both, they are creating their own channels and talking about this guy, telling the truth about what they see. And some of it's a lot of clickbait, and some of it's overblown stuff that's not even true. But for the most part, I would say, there's a lot of talk. That's what this Page of Swords is about. It's also a card of golfing. So I'm wondering if he does, like, literally escape and goes golfing. Because just look at the image. It's like, and something goes through the air. And he's got stupid hair like that. What else with this card? And this is midday, when the weather would be better. But it is one of my cards for both of these cards. The two cards, secret in this deck, in the tarot, Secret Service protection, right here. Especially when this one's reversed. When this one's upright, it's more about news and just a lot of mental energy going out there, whistleblowers and leakers, and golfing and maybe guns and travel. But I'm seeing it as for him, travel, golfing, Secret Service protection. But what's going on behind the scenes, because it's all, because this is reversed, is that people are gossiping about the fact that he is a pathological liar. And he's all talk and no action. This is Taco. Trump always chickens out. I don't think he's going to get a good deal going on with tariffs, and he's just going to hurt us and hurt the world. Even because that's what he's going to do until he's stopped or he croaks. Croaks or carks, what do we call it? Help me out here, you guys. So, but anyway, circulatory system, lower legs. This, when it's reversed, it's a card of falling or having an accident. Circulatory system, falls, accidents. Burn those keywords into your brain and you'll have that card really well when it's reversed and you're reading on him. Okay, it gets even better. Nighttime with the nighttime, or later in the evening, I should say. Five of Cups reversed. Now, you guys know this card has come through a lot of times. It's my card for diverticulitis, illnesses of the mushroom field, colon, bladder. It's Mars, basically. Mars, that's supposed to move energy. Scorpio, through the elimination systems. Well, when this card's reversed, it's not working well. So colon, bladder, prostate, that other part of his body that looks just like his mouth, and diverticulitis. With the Justice card being ruled by Libra, flat out when it comes to health, we are in the area of kidneys. The moon, middle of the night, we've got the moon. Oh yeah, he's not sleeping. He is not sleeping. So he's up, spinning in fears and anxiety. What are people thinking about me? Oh my God, everything that's been said about him. I can only imagine what the Brits are doing to him. I'm so here for it. So, okay, when it comes to health, this card is, because it's ruled by Pisces, we're in, again, lymphatic system here, and here. Kidneys, lymphatic system, and then the Scorpio elimination system. Whew. Okay, so lymphatic system problems probably has him up in the middle of the night trying to pee, but he can't find his junk, and I'm just going to leave that there. I mean, if the Page of Wands were reversed, it's my card for incontinence, but it's not. It's upright, so I think or maybe he's, I don't want to think about it. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Another diverticulitis card. So the Eight of Pentacles, and the Magician reversed. So with the Eight of Pentacles, this is for the whole day. These 4 cards are for the whole day here. When it comes to the Eight of Pentacles, because it's the Sun, a lot of energy in the realm of Virgo, it's all about digestion, but that is my other card for diverticulitis. So he's having trouble with his digestion, diverticulitis, colon. So we have, wow. Okay. And then with the Magician reverse, I think he's having trouble communicating. This card being ruled by Mercury has to do with the 5th chakra, and when it's reversed, it's like he's just living from the neck up. This is our card for liars and scam artists and trouble communicating, nervous system disorders, getting bad medical advice, or a test result, which I don't know. Well, I think it's more about neurological problems and not being able to communicate well. And everybody's just on another level. They are talking about what a liar he is. So why would anybody trust him? No one trusts liars unless you're stupid and you don't think they're lying. He does have his cult members, right? Who will they'll just go down with him is what'll happen. And they're going to be hurt the worst. So we need to pray for them to wake up so that they can protect themselves, because they're not going to have any health care pretty soon at all. And the farmers are suffering. We only do well as a nation when we all do well. But then when people vote for the person that brings in Satan, could it be? Yeah, then, let's just trust that we won't all pay. And he will, because this won't last forever. It just won't. And then they need to learn that Project 2025 won't work either. So I'm going to get this uploaded, but I do have plans for watch, because I got some guidance when I woke up this morning to read on the 6 Supreme Court justices that are under Trump's that helped to get him in, And the donors and the people, like Leonard Leo, Harlan Crow, all of those type people that helped to get Trump in, and the details as to why. Of course, it's all about money, but also their future and his future, and I'm hoping to get to the truth about. And I'll have to read on each one separately, but what they did and what's their part in it, and my goal is to see if it's possible that they will be, or which ones would be, if any, impeached and removed, because that's our only hope there to, or like I said, the Crokin and Karkin. But still, they're the ones that are a big old part of that Project 2025. Samuel Alito, and they want women to be helpmeets to the man. They want women to be barefoot and pregnant, but no health care with that. If you either make it or you don't. If you don't make it, then it wasn't meant to be, because like, what is it, that rule of the strongest or the fittest, or to survive? Like, we don't want the weak ones. We just want the breeders. Okay, I'm done. Have a wonderful day. Bye.